Hello guys, welcome back to Sophie Reacts. Have a wonderful day. Today we're going to be reacting to the original season 3 episode 5. So without further ado, let's dive into this reaction. Okay. Oh, by the way, Aurora is so beautiful. In case we're having Rebecca in flashbacks.
There is a light in you so bright it makes me feel like the man I wish I was. My family are the first. There is no name for it.
Yet.
But yes, I love you.
It was the most beautiful letter I'd ever received, and I did love him.
Klaus being so sentimental. I need to hear that letter again, man. It was so beautiful.
Roses are red, lavender is blue. Come find me before I find you.
Poetic. So what happened between them two?
Her. Last time you even said her name was 1,000 years ago, when you told me never to speak it again in your presence.
What happened?
To wait. Those monstrosities that lurk behind the red door. I saw something. Aurora was there.
If you mean to be worse than what she did to me,
Please do not dismiss
here and now
What
problems
she
I mean
did
to
to
clear
me?
it. If
You do not have to treat me so gently.
He has, trust me.
you are perfect, just the way you are. Take, for example, these.
You are perfect just the way you
lovely
are.
notes.
I'm really dying to know what happened. Davina looks older this season.
In the time between being with me and seeking refuge in the arms of your brother, you slept with mine.
Oh. The truth is, I've never been with your brother.
He thought that Elijah slept with Aurora. Well, that's a bit,
See?
Why are you here?
The witch is here. They celebrate Fête de Cadeau. Made me
Fête de
remember
Cadeau?
that.
My mother died giving birth to me. It makes me cursed and broken, an abomination.
Something he definitely relates to.
There is a thing that I have done that I never told anybody. Never forgive me.
About him killing his mother?
I killed my mother. She crippled me from becoming who I was meant to be, and then she turned her back on me in shame.
So it was just an act of rage. He didn't actually mean it. Or maybe he did mean it. I don't know.
And we've been running ever since. Until now.
So, whoa. You told her.
How you and I are the same. Never again shall we speak them to another soul.
Well, she actually kept the secret since no one knew about it till lately in the Vampire Diaries, right?
To protect my sire. Now, if you'd turned to me that night like I'd asked, I would be here to protect you.
He's
But
not a
since you
sire?
didn't, where in the hell is Rebecca?
Rebecca Turner? Cool. What is that?
Unfortunately, your assistant refused to accommodate me.
Would you like to discuss?
A threat to you is a threat to me.
Naughty little liar.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Years ago, Rory fell into one of her dark periods.
Showing her good days, and there's dark periods. Is she mentally ill? Bipolar, maybe?
I don't know her current whereabouts. I'm the first person she'd come to.
Don't think so. Are you really sure about that?
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Well, everybody likes a charismatic killer. You and me know that better than most.
Excuse me?
You and Klaus, me and my psycho ex-wife. There was something in me that was drawn to Eva's darkness, and I will always be on guard against that part of myself.
Even the purest of hearts are drawn to darkness. Something I've said to Caroline in the Vampire Diaries.
This delicate little theater between us does need to reach a conclusion.
If you hurt me, I know a certain someone who won't react very well.
You think because you know someone like Klaus, you know someone like me?
What does that mean? I really don't trust this guy. So he's the one responsible for this killing. Let me guess, did she just use Klaus to turn her? But when she found out that Klaus was probably not going to turn her, she just used Rebecca. And this is what she did to him. She used him. This is why he's mad at her. Oh.
He forbade me from seeing Niklaus. Everything inside of me was screaming. I had to let it out. My own mind is a demon that haunts me.
She's
It tortures me
definitely
and hunts
mentally
me.
ill.
You were never ill.
Oh, girl.
And if you...
Girl, you just made it worse. You just made it worse with becoming a vampire, girl. vampirism must have heightened it. She
I'm
thought
not settled
maybe
for such-
becoming a vampire and should get rid of this illness.
And if you are wounded, you heal.
Sorry.
Hiding in your family's manor, pretending to be of a class and a stature that we are not.
We are cursed.
She always had this perspective
But your
about
curse
vampirism.
is nothing compared to mine.
Girl, she just made it worse.
Please go.
Oh, don't.
Your sister smelled of wild berry. It was intoxicating. Another goat. How lovely.
And you know what I really hate? This choker scar. And I only wore it because Josephine did, and I thought that maybe if I were more like her, then...
Oh, I'm like, where's this styles coming from? She's trying to dress like Josephine.
No one is gonna respect you until you show them who you really are. So, if you're gonna wear old lady choker scarves, you're gonna get old lady goats.
Nice moment between Eddie and Davina.
I have my people trail your boy. Let's see what they find out.
Yet, as I recall, we did plenty of harm to each other. And if I'm not mistaken, we both rather liked it, didn't we?
Rising from the dead.
Now we need never be alone.
So I guess I'm wrong about the reason part.
And tell me that you haven't thought about what we had every day for the last 1,000 years.
I mean, girl, he has never mentioned you, but I don't know. 1,000 years is a long time. Why did it took 1,000 years again?
I got here, she was trying to save the guy. She was too late.
Right, so you found her after she'd been alone with the victim. Is that right?
Expecting her? What the hell?
Are you accusing me?
All I know is I used to have to call you to these crime scenes. Now here you are. Part of one.
Sorry? Wasn't he the one who kept calling her to the crime scenes? What the hell? He calls Cammy to help out and then calls her a suspect for trying to figure out who was killing people? What the hell? God, I thought he's gonna make progress with Camille, and now they're introducing a crazy ex-girlfriend.
The night you left without me, you didn't even bother to look back. Run away with you.
The world is bigger than this house. Let me show you.
How? As we hide, fleeing your brute of a father.
Your brother has turned you from me.
I turned from you.
So how did Elijah turn Tristan again? Like, this is the part I'm curious about, seriously. We can understand Aurora and how Lucian turned, but Tristan, how can Elijah do such a mistake?
Because I do not love you. But it's as if I see you clearly for the first time and I find you a cruel, wretched thing.
You don't mean that.
After all, your own mother turned against you.
I was right, she used them to
If you who
turn.
gave you life could come to loathe you and then be snuffed out by your own hand, then what hope is there for you?
Breaking my heart.
Oh my god.
You don't.
She slapped him with all his insecurities, man.
We are not alike, and I could never love you.
Oh my god, she really did him dirty, man.
In 1,000 years, no one has
What the hell
talked
is
to me
she
that way and
doing
lived.
right now?
Yes, I was not the architect of our heartbreak. I saw your brother.
We have to leave.
Well, then I will come with you.
No! No!
Compelled her.
He just had one question.
What could you possibly know about my brother that I do not?
Well, is this the first time he ever compelled someone? I don't think they knew about compulsion yet. I feel like this is the first time he looked her in the eye and genuinely asked her. And this is how compulsion works. You just need to look in someone in the eye and believe what you're saying.
Brother say to you.
Don't tell me he knew all alone about their mother, man. All this time? Oh my
this
god,
talk of your
Elijah.
secretary, but he wouldn't
Why
listen.
now? Why now? It's been like 1,000 years ago. And since she knows that she's been compelled, it must have been because the compulsion was broken after Elijah was daggered the very first time. I'm not sure when is the first time Klaus daggered him, but it must have been centuries ago. Why now?
And so you told him.
So he lied to me. He's lied to us all.
And yet I love him in spite of it.
He does not deserve your love.
He does not deserve your love. He compelled her out of vengeance.
I see him as the monster that he is.
Elijah's secret.
And this secret was behind the red door, man. Oh my god. Elijah's so scary.
He made him suffer the loss of a mother, and this was his revenge.
Elijah can be really scary. The fact that he just closed the door on this huge secret for 1,000 years.
This isn't to kill me.
It's a figure veritas. Stab it in the heart and the victim must confess their darkest truths.
Oh, got her.
You wanted me to admit what I did to your mom, so I'd be shunned.
Oh, she's straight up telling him that she's the one who killed her. You killed his mother, Davina.
Either they're brokering some kind of truce.
Well, they've been working together the whole time.
Oh, wow.
Why now?
Well, there's never been a prophecy witch spelling all of our doom until now. See, but
Not an excuse.
Either they're
Because
brokering
if
some
I
kind of
wake up
truce.
one day remembering the fact that I loved this man and I was compelled to leave him, I'd be like, I need to find this man and tell him the truth, you know?
I asked the ancestors to give me the magic to lift your curse. They granted it.
Aww.
Keeping you as a slave seems like something the older generation would do.
Okay, this is cool. This is cool. We have a lot in common.
All right, in the wrong hands, this stuff could destroy the city.
Define the wrong hands. Because I'm taking all of it. Property of Nulla PD, evidence in a murder case. Only prints on the victim are yours. Combine that with...
This is so fucking stupid.
go to Elijah. Ask him yourself.
Klaus, Camille needs your help right now.
She told me. You speak.
The relationship doesn't need this right now. Oh my god. I do understand Elijah's point because he just found out that his brother killed his mother and he lied about it and he made up this whole story. So I get it.
When the greatest traitor of my life stands before me.
Greatest traitor.
You set my course!
You set my cause? Oh my god. It's that deep? Oh!
I alone have always stood by you. You knew that your secret betrayal was the cause of everything I became!
So you feel like because of what happened with Aurora, I mean, yeah, in a way, Aurora and his relationship with her shaped him to be the man he is right now. Not trusting anyone, being paranoid, thinking that he's unworthy of anything, believing that he is a monster after all, because the one person who he thought can see the light in him only saw the monster in him, you know. So maybe this is why for a long time he thought that love is only a weakness. Well, if their goal is to turn Michelson against Michelson, well, they're really doing a good job at it.
All this blame! I have carried you for centuries, Nicholas. No more. You want to fight? So be it.
Oh no, I hate it when they're like this. Their relationship didn't need this right now. They were already at odds. They were already at odds with one another. So yeah, I guess Aurora's betrayal really was one of the first steps in turning Klaus into the monster he is. But man, the fact that Aurora is mentally ill, and I'm guessing that she's bipolar, and she turned to a vampire thinking that being a vampire would cure her disease. But as we know, it probably made it worse. Not probably, definitely made it worse. So just imagine how much worse her moods got after she turned, man. And her brother's a lunatic, and she's like crazy pants. So they're interesting to watch. Still don't know how Elijah turned Tristan though, because that was such a stupid move, just saying. I also liked seeing this side of Elijah. You know, as much as it was a rational decision that would protect the family, I mean, a lunatic and crazy pants herself, they were totally going to be a danger on the Michelsons, so I understand that, but it makes sense that it was also his silent way to revenge. You know, like the others, he's always patient, so kind of goes with his character. Anyway, this episode was so good. Like, we got some really, really good insights on both Klaus and Elijah's characters after all these, you know, episodes. It's crazy. We still are getting more depth to these characters and how just so complicated they are. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction and see you in the next video.